Have you ever noticed subtle shifts in your body and wondered whether they're just part of getting older or something more? As men age, certain physical changes start to appear. Some obvious, others more unexpected, and one you might even smell before you see. These aren't random quirks. They're signs of how the body evolves with time. In this video, we're revealing 4 key indicators of aging in men. 1 involving scent, 2 that tend to grow larger, and 1 that typically shrinks. Some of these changes creep in slowly, while others might catch you off guard in the mirror one day. How many of these have you noticed? Stick around until the end. You might finally understand a change you've seen in yourself, but never quite figured out. Let's dive in. Number 1, the distinct scent of aging. If you've ever stepped into a senior living community, you might have noticed a particular smell in the air. It's not about personal hygiene or the wrong choice of cologne. It goes much deeper, down to the cellular level. As men age, their skin chemistry changes, leading to the production of a compound called nonenal. This compound, though subtle to some, carries a grassy, waxy, or slightly stale aroma and forms when fatty acids on the skin break down due to oxidative stress. Unlike typical body odors caused by bacteria on sweat, nonenal doesn't wash off easily. It binds to clothing and skin, resisting removal by ordinary soaps. That's why some men still notice a lingering scent even after showering. Younger skin renews itself more efficiently and sheds these oils, but aging skin holds on to oxidized fats longer, making the scent more noticeable over time. Take Richard, a 74-year-old retired engineer. He began to notice that even freshly laundered shirts had a faint, persistent smell. His granddaughter once told him, "Grandpa, you smell like books and wood." At first, he thought it was his cologne or detergent, but switching brands didn't help. Eventually, he learned it was coming from his own skin, a change many men experience as they age. Research shows that nonenal starts forming in small amounts after age 40 and becomes significantly more pronounced by the 70s. The good news? While you can't stop your body from producing nonenal, you can manage it. Specialized soaps that target oil buildup, along with antioxidant-rich foods like green tea, citrus fruits, and leafy greens, can help reduce oxidative stress. And since nonenal clings to fabric, washing clothes with baking soda or using odor-neutralizing sprays can help keep it in check. So if you've noticed a change in your scent over the years, it's not just in your head, and it's definitely not just about hygiene. It's a natural sign of aging that many men experience, and now you know what's behind it. Number 2, the stubborn belly that just won't shrink. One of the most noticeable signs of aging in men is a growing midsection. It's not just about indulging a little too much or skipping a few gym sessions. As men age, metabolism slows down, muscle mass naturally decreases, and hormonal changes make it easier for fat to accumulate, especially around the abdomen. You may have found that even if your eating habits haven't changed since your 40s or 50s, your waistline keeps inching up. That's because testosterone levels decline with age, reducing the body's ability to maintain lean muscle. And since muscle burns more calories than fat, this loss leads to a slower metabolism, making it much easier for excess calories to turn into belly fat. But it's not just about how it looks, it's also about how it feels. Clothes start to fit tighter, bending over feels more difficult, and everyday movements can become more uncomfortable. Meet Frank, a 76-year-old who stayed slim most of his life. Even though his eating habits remained the same, he noticed his belly growing while his arms and legs looked thinner. At first, he chalked it up to aging, but what he was really experiencing was a shift in body composition, more fat stored in the abdomen and less muscle in the limbs. And it's more than just a cosmetic issue. Research shows that excess belly fat in older men is linked to an increased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cognitive decline. Abdominal fat is especially dangerous because it's metabolically active. It releases inflammatory chemicals that can affect blood pressure, brain function, and overall health. Men in their 70s and 80s who carry extra weight around their midsection often report higher levels of fatigue, joint discomfort, and even trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? First, strength training is key to preserving muscle mass and supporting your metabolism. Second, eating enough protein helps maintain lean muscle and keeps you feeling fuller longer. And third, cutting back on processed carbs and sugars helps manage insulin levels and slows fat accumulation. While some belly growth is a normal part of aging, letting it go unchecked can lead to serious health problems. If you've noticed your midsection expanding, even without changing your routine, it's not your imagination. It's your body adjusting to the hormonal shifts that come with age. If you're still with us and found this helpful, drop a number 2 in the comments so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Let's keep going. Number 3, the curious case of growing ears. It might sound strange, but yes, your ears really do get bigger as you age. This isn't just a trick of the mirror or a fading memory of how you used to look. Unlike muscles that shrink or fat that shifts around, your ears continue to grow steadily over time. That's because the cartilage, the flexible tissue that shapes your outer ear, never stops growing. Add in the effects of gravity pulling down over the years, and the result is ears that become longer and more prominent with age. If you've ever looked at an old photo and thought, my ears didn't used to be this big, you're absolutely right. Research shows that ears grow by roughly 0.8 inches every 10 years. That may not seem like much at first, but by the time a man hits his 70s or 80s, the change is definitely noticeable. Take George, a 78-year-old retired teacher. He always thought his ears looked pretty average until he came across a photo from his wedding day. He was surprised to see how much they'd changed. Not only were they larger, but they also looked longer and more stretched. His once rounded earlobes had thinned out, becoming droopier and giving his ears an even bigger appearance. It's a change many men go through, but few actually talk about. That's because cartilage keeps growing with age, and the surrounding skin gradually loses elasticity. The combination causes ears to elongate and sag over time. While this isn't a health issue, it could be a cosmetic concern for some, especially if the change feels sudden or dramatic. So is there anything you can do? While you can't stop cartilage from growing, you could take steps to keep your skin firm and elastic. Staying hydrated, eating collagen-rich foods, and protecting your skin from sun damage can help slow the drooping effect. And if your earlobes are looking thin or creased, moisturizing and using vitamin-enriched skincare products may help them retain a healthier appearance. At the end of the day, growing ears are just another natural part of aging, like wrinkles or gray hair. It's not a sign of something wrong. It's simply another way your body changes with time, a quiet reminder that you're still listening to the world around you. Number 4, the case of the disappearing calves. As men age, one of the most overlooked yet noticeable changes happens in the legs, specifically in the calves. Maybe one day you glance down and realize your once solid calves don't quite have the same shape or size anymore. This isn't just about shedding a few pounds. It's a common sign of aging known as muscle atrophy, where muscle mass gradually declines over time. There are a few key reasons behind this shift. First, as testosterone and growth hormone levels decrease, the body begins to lose muscle faster than it can rebuild it. Second, activity levels often drop without us realizing it. Even if you're still walking regularly, chances are you're not engaging your calf muscles the way you did when you were running, jumping, or lifting heavy things. And third, aging affects circulation. Reduced blood flow to the legs can further accelerate muscle loss. Take Robert, a 75-year-old who spent decades on his feet at work. He used to have strong, defined calves, but in his late 60s, he began to notice them thinning out and feeling weaker. Everyday movements like climbing stairs or standing up without using his hands started to feel like more of a challenge. At first, he blamed it on getting older, but the real cause was muscle loss from inactivity and hormonal changes. Shrinking calf muscles aren't just a cosmetic issue. They can have serious effects on your overall mobility. Weak calves can throw off your balance, raise your risk of falling, and even slow your walking speed. In fact, studies have shown that reduced calf mass is linked to decreased independence and increased difficulty with daily tasks in older adults. The upside? It's never too late to fight back. Strengthening your calves through simple exercises like calf raises, resistance band workouts, or walking uphill can help rebuild lost muscle and boost circulation. And don't underestimate the power of nutrition. Getting enough protein from sources like lean meats, eggs, or plant-based options is essential for maintaining and repairing muscle tissue. So if your calves seem thinner or feel less powerful than they used to, don't ignore it. This is one of those aging signs that you can do something about. And the earlier you start, the more mobile, strong, and independent you'll stay in the years ahead. If you're still with us and found this info helpful, drop a number 4 in the comments so I know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button. And don't forget the bell, so you won't miss what's coming next. Let's keep going. Final thoughts. Now that we've explored these 4 subtle but revealing signs of aging in men, take a moment to think about how many you've noticed in yourself, or maybe in the men around you. Aging is a natural part of life, and while we can't stop the clock, understanding the changes gives us the tools to navigate the process with more awareness and control. Whether it's staying active to preserve muscle, paying closer attention to skin health, or making small lifestyle tweaks, these simple habits can make a big difference. Aging doesn't have to be feared. It can be embraced with strength, self-awareness, and pride. Every line on your face, every shift in your body, even the changing scent that comes with time, these are all signs of a life well lived. They speak to your experiences, your growth, and your resilience. So, which part hit home for you? Have you noticed any of these signs yourself? Or maybe you've picked up on others we didn't mention. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply in your life. Your insights and stories mean a lot to us and to the rest of the community watching. If you enjoyed this video, found something helpful, or just want to support what we're doing, go ahead and subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs, inspires, and empowers. Thanks again for spending time with us, and we'll see you in the next video.